All right, I am not sure how this is going to come out since I'm using the headphones, but now the new thing here is this 3 minute video shorts, which is really good on YouTube. It used to be shorter, but now that's expanded. But I wanted to talk about a little bit about movements that are abused movements, and the traction lost when they're taken down. You know, sometimes there are movements, right, that start off very, very well, and they are full of virtue. They are full of goodness. There's kindness. There's good things for people. But what happens is that such movements become abused by people by either making it a cash making thing for them. You know, for instance, you have the civil rights movement, right? It's a movement that was excellent. You know, it helped bring equal rights for people of color. But the problem then became that you have people that became poverty pimps and started making money off the movements. And what I learned is that any movement, like a business, you know, a religious movement, a political movement, a educational movement. For instance, now let's say the DEI started with affirmative action, right? And then evolved into DEI, a beautiful sounding acronym, but an acronym that lacks soul. And it became abused because you have other people that joined, right, the bandwagon of civil rights. You know, let's say people with gender, you know, the gender ideology made it in. No one is against people choosing whatever sex they want to identify in. But the problem is then it became something that was infiltrated into the school systems, being forced onto people, you know, and forced onto children, to the point that it became an ideology. And when things become ideological, there is a lack of candor in it, and there's actually an abusive element that comes in. There's a bullying element that comes in with ideologies, you know. And people that are ideological, they become very centered on themselves. They take power away from people, and they centralize the power on themselves and that movement. And so that's why, you know, DEI was taken down, and people are thinking, oh, we're going backwards. Oh, no, we're not going backwards. It's because it's almost like a parent needs to remove a toy from a child. There are people sometimes that take certain things and start abusing it. And sometimes you got to remove something and take a risk so that kid learns. And I think many people have done the mistake of falling for it. So DEI is taken down. It's in a movement that got abused.